Good afternoon. You're Jonathan Wayne Love.
Yes.
Mr. Love, we've discussed this case a couple of times. You're charged with domestic assault on your daughter. She's got one version and you got another version. Her version is you were drinking and your version is you weren't, which is this may have put the stops on your sobriety court. We were ready to bring you in until this happened. Now everything's kind of on hold. What's the status here, Ms. Hart?
Thank you. The offer from the prosecutor is to plead to the domestic violence as charged. I know at the same time this was going on, he was dealing with a felony court case in which he has retained counsel. I asked him today how that case was progressing, and he just said he didn't go to jail. So I'm not sure if that case has.
Is that case done?
Yeah, it's a plea.
Have you been sentenced yet?
20.
All right. And as I said, we were discussing sobriety court
Was offered.
because of this.
No, they decided that there wasn't any evidence related to. It had nothing to do with it. They just offered a plea.
All right. Well, it did have something to do with it because I'm the sobriety court guy. And so I don't know where this is headed. I was hoping it would be resolved.
Yeah.
All right. So set for sentence on March 20th.
Yes.
In fact, we aren't supposed to take people with assaultive charges into sobriety court. I've done it, but anyway, this bollocks that all up. I was in your corner till this happened, and then the pin got pulled on it. I think you could use it. So what are we doing with this case?
He rejects the offer and is asking the matter to be set for jury trial.
All right, and Cadence, the complainant, she's got some issues too, but you've had a lot of discord in that household. And you are entitled to a jury trial where they have to convince 6 jurors beyond a reasonable doubt that you're guilty. So let me ask a few questions. Abigail, do we have any digital media, body camera, photograph? She has some videos that she shot.
There is body worn camera.
I'm not sure. I got some, unfortunately, the way that evidence is distributed now, it doesn't have names or case numbers on it. It's just all random numbers. So I have to download everything, open it, and try to match it to the case it goes to. I did get some emails today of digital evidence that I'm currently in the process of downloading. So I'm not sure if that's part of that. I don't know how often.
This happened in January. Well, according to the affidavit, Cadence was videotaping stuff going on. And there's some live video of her allegedly while this is going on. There's also photographs. So do you have that video? Do you have Cadence's video?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Well, you should be. This is the last pretrial. That's obviously key evidence. Have you seen it?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I see it.
All right. So you saw it from Cadence, or you saw it from the officers, or you saw
I
it from?
I saw it from my attorney, the other matter.
All right.
Which I don't have any video, so I don't know if his retained attorney was able to get something I don't, or if I haven't gotten it yet. But like I said, I received some files today for digital download that I'm in the process of downloading, but they don't have names attached, so I have to go through and parcel it all.
Well, here's what the affidavit says. On the video footage, I observed Cadence recording the alcohol in the fridge, yelling at Jonathan that he's in sobriety court. I then observed Cadence walking toward Jonathan in his bedroom, telling him he is drinking a beer right now. Cadence then attempted to walk around Jonathan and take a video of the beer can on the dresser. While Cadence was attempting to walk around with him, Jonathan grabbed the back of her hair and pulled her down to the ground. This is apparently on video. Cadence was saying ow several times, and she was shoved out the bedroom door onto her back. Then she ran out of the residence. So that video footage is very important. It's the basis of a lot of the charge. All right. So, all right, we have Cadence. Love. Kevin Eder, police officer. Do you have any witnesses you wish to present? Who would you have?
Sweetwater. Love. Ricky Serdick, and then my mother, Sharon Love. Or Sweetwater and Sharon will require a subpoena. They're definitely willing to come.
All right, very good.
Is the court requiring written witness lists?
Yes, a witness and exhibit list should be within 21 days. Mr. Love, we're going through some relocation. That's a polite way of saying they're tearing everything all up. So we aren't going to try any cases in April. So the very earliest this matter could be set would be May or possibly June. So stay in contact with your lawyer.
Your Honor, I do have a motion to withdraw.
Oh,
Pending.
Oh, yes, you did. That was filed a while ago. Where is it? Maybe I should have done that first. Notice of motion, which is today. Where's the motion? There it is. Your attorney has moved to withdraw because you've retained counsel in the other case. And you're asking for court-appointed counsel in this case, and you didn't fill out the income portion of the petition for court-appointed counsel.
I didn't receive one.
All right, are you employed?
Yeah.
Where do you work?
And Bristol at Rush Corps.
What's the name of it?
Rush Corps.
Rush Corps?
Been there for 3 years.
You're gonna lose your driver's license as a result of your plea in circuit court.
I lose the job to go with license.
So you're gonna lose your job?
Probably. It's a pretty far walk.
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, the basis for filing the motion in reviewing MCL 780.9913, there are factors that are considered by the court when utilizing indigent defense counsel. That would include property owned by defendant, economic interests, employment, things of that, and that the ability to retain an attorney would not create a substantial financial hardship. As indicated on his petition that he swore to and signed, he has assets exceeding $200,000. He's retained private counsel in another matter. I don't think he qualifies, or at the very least requires further investigation to see if he partially qualifies. But I don't truly believe that he's in a position where he could be considered injured by the court and entitled to court-appointed counsel. Just an review of his petition and the court rule. So
Judge McManus, that's him on the right in the picture there. It's not a very good picture, but the picture's okay. I wish the painting were better, but I think that's the one he wanted. Said, under the existing pre-contract, J. Paul Getty could have a court-appointed attorney. That dates us all. J. Paul Getty was one of the wealthiest men in the world in 1984. But we don't do any sort of indigency screening. Essentially, everybody that requests court-appointed counsel gets it. Occasionally, someone will file a motion to withdraw. Just because you have a house doesn't mean you have money. I'm familiar with your house. My aunt used to own it.
Yes,
What?
yep.
And you're about to lose your job. You have a felony charge pending. You may end up at the Twin County Community Probation Center. And for the time being, I'm going to deny the motion to withdraw. If I get more information, I might consider it. But point of fact, nobody is making any determination of eligibility. When I was chief judge, I asked the county to fund a position to be the person that determined who was eligible, and they declined to do that. Subsequently, the Indigent Defense Act morphed and has changed, but I do believe the defendant's about to lose his employment. So motion to withdraw is denied, subject to further review, circumstances change. All right, I'll set a jury date, probably in June.
when would you like Britain as an exhibit list filed, Your Honor?
Say that again?
Oh, no, within 21 days of today's date or
Yes,
trial?
of today's date.
Thank you.
And hopefully you could find that video. The defendant's seen it. It is other lawyers.
Right.
You should have it. If it shows what it says it shows, it's pretty powerful evidence.
That doesn't.
All right, well, just because somebody wrote it down doesn't make it so.
It's true.
All right, well, we'll have a jury trial and see what the jurors think about it. All right, Mr. Love, you're good to go.
Thank you.
You can contact them.
You'll have to call, make an appointment, okay? Thank you.
Robert Baird. Jordan, I've got to reset that other trial of yours I'll probably put these on the same day. I lost Mr. Beard's file.
So if we have a jury trial scheduled in April, it's not going.
Well, potentially, I said we could use April 8th. So if you have an April 8th date,
Well, just because I have two set with Judge Pattison on the 15th.
I can't speak for Judge Pattison. They're gonna dismantle my courtroom that week, the week of April 15th. I hate to lose those dates. I hated to lose the 2 March dates. We probably would have tried one of your cases if I hadn't had to.
I think mine was the oldest in time, so yeah. I did just get the digital evidence from the prosecutor, Your Honor, for Mr. Love's case.
Very good. All right, this is file number 26104, People versus Robert Baird. That's you, sir?
Yes, sir.
You're charged with a domestic assault upon Grace Shaw that is alleged to have occurred in my neighborhood in Park Township on January 22nd. I met you at your arraignment and your earlier pretrial. You had pled not guilty. Matter was set for final pretrial today. Ms. Stoll, what's the status here?
The offer is a DV deferral.
My client is willing to accept that offer today, Your Honor.
Very good. Let's explain what that means. I think your lawyer did explain it, but DV stands for domestic violence or domestic assault. There's a specific statute that allows the court to place the defendant on probation and defer the sentence if the client defendant successfully completes the probation, the charge is removed from your record as a public record of conviction. You only get the deal once. So if you've ever had a previous domestic violence, you're not eligible. I also can only do it if the prosecutor consents. In these types of probations, I need the prosecutor's consent to do it. So what that entails is a probation that involves no assaultive or threatening behavior, no drugs, no alcohol, on completion of a domestic violence class. The law also requires that I adjourn this matter for at least 10 days to give the victim an opportunity to provide input, unless Grace Shaw is here now. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, anybody threaten you to get you to do this?
No, it's having issues being able to see my boy.
Yes,
So
we're
I'd like
gonna
this all to be behind us faster.
yes, there is that. You heard me go through the advice of rights with Mr. Krotzer. You understand you have those same rights?
Yes, sir.
Giving those up by entering this plea?
Absolutely.
All right. At one point, did you have a relationship with Grace Shaw?
Yes.
And you and she have a child together?
Yes, one.
How old's the child?
He'll be 2 in April.
Yeah, you're losing crucial time. So did you get into an argument that day out on Michigan Avenue?
Yes.
Tell me what happened.
It was the day I picked up my daughter have a different mother with her. Grace said she put the Durango in a ditch, and I didn't answer her phone call. So when I tried to return her call, she didn't answer. So I loaded up my daughter and went looking for her. Went to her house, she wasn't there. Drove through Portage looking at every place she might be. Wasn't there. Went back to her house, she was. So I went inside and I said, "What the heck? Why won't you answer your phone? I want to make sure you're okay." That led into me asking if my boy was okay. Led into an argument because I was asking her if the car was damaged, where it happened, how it happened. She refused to tell me.
So she called you first?
Called me when I believe she put the car in a ditch.
Okay, and said, "Hey, I put the car in a ditch."
No, I didn't answer. My phone was on silent.
Or how'd you know she put the car in the ditch?
She texted me,
Okay,
went in the ditch, put a thumbs up. After the phone calls.
and it was cold on and snowy out at that time.
Yeah, she slid off of one of her clients' driveways.
All right, well, that could be worse.
And I didn't know any of those details when I was looking for her. All I know is she went silent, so I went looking.
All right, so then what happened?
Then it started to get heated because she wouldn't answer my question. So I grabbed the keys and I go, "You're not responsible enough to drive my car. I'm going to take it." I took the keys, took her keys off of it, tossed it, went out to the garage, pulled the Durango out of the garage, backed it out into a turnaround. And when I got it to the turnaround, I looked up and she had hopped in my other vehicle with my daughter, locked the doors. She then put the vehicle in drive, came towards the Durango. I got out, went towards the vehicle. She then put it in reverse, like she was going towards the road. She says she was trying to get away from me.
And all this time is about 4 degrees outside?
I don't know what time. It was real cold that day.
Yes.
Yeah, so I went to the vehicle. I had my spare keys on me. I was able to get them in the door.
What's the other vehicle?
Dodge Durango.
2 Durangos?
No, one's a Toyota Sequoia.
All right, so she's in the
She's in
Sequoia?
the Sequoia with
Okay.
my daughter, not hers. Backing up. So I approached the vehicle, put my key in there. I unlocked the door. They opened the door. It's still in motion. So I reached in, pinched her on the hip to get her to stop, to release pressure, and then hopped in the vehicle, put my foot on the brake, put the vehicle in park, shut it off, grabbed her shoulder, tried to pull her out. And when I couldn't get her out, I reached in my pocket for my phone to try to record. She grabbed my phone, ripped it out of my hand, threw it, and then socked me in the face.
And worse.
And yeah.
Well, this is embarrassing to even hear you even say all that. But I'm satisfied there's a sufficient factual basis for a domestic assault. Ms. Stoll, are you satisfied?
That's a sufficient factual basis, Your Honor.
Ms. Harden,
Yes, Your Honor.
have you ever been convicted of a domestic assault previously?
Never been in trouble.
That's what I thought. You're not on probation or parole.
No.
You guys got to get it together for your son. Cause this ain't good. You're stuck with each other for the next 16 years. Then there was an allegation of some bond violations later on. I don't even know what the status of those are.
I had not heard of anything, Your Honor.
That was dated Thursday, February 5th. Troopers were dispatched regarding a harassment complaint, a telephone call conducted with Grace Shaw. She reported her ex-boyfriend, Robert Bear, has been harassing her during FaceTime calls that are intended solely for communication with their child.
Our initial pretrial was on February 6th, and I didn't have that information, so I'm not
Well,
sure.
there's no motion or anything, but it ain't good. Oh, they submitted it.
I did not get a copy of it.
45th Circuit Court.
Hmm.
Trooper. I don't know, it just got stuck in the file. It wasn't. Anyway, you need to align your waterfall. You're gonna end up having all kinds of problems. Where do you work?
Midwest Gutter Systems.
You're about to get real busy.
Yeah, we got a home show next weekend.
Will they hold your job for you if you do 90 days in jail?
Doubt it.
Yeah, then,
Salesman.
then don't violate the conditions of the bond. Let's see, Jordan, what I've got for you. I don't want to stretch this out because he'd like to reestablish contact.
I know they have a domestic case that was established prior to this, so. Not sure.
Do you have a lawyer in a divorce case?
We were.
Oh, you don't have a divorce case. I got
No,
custody.
family, yeah, Gurley.
All right, Rhonda Ives.
Brockway is his name.
Okay. Jordan, I don't see you on here anywhere.
I don't have anything in March other than Monday. To expedite this, I am out the week of the 16th. But I'd be happy to come in on an off day next week, or I would even come in Monday, the 23rd, if that worked with the court.
All right, let's go to March 23rd at 10:30. The sentencing. What I expect is going to happen at that time is I'm going to put you on a probation and send you to some either anger management or domestic violence classes. Once I get everybody in the same room and hear more, I can decide you got this custody, child support, visitation deal going on. But when your child is 2, every day is a blessing. And I guess when they're 42, it still is, but they need to have constant contact to maintain that relationship. But this ain't good. It was like reading a couple middle schoolers fighting with each other. And let's see where we go with this. But at this point, I fully expect to follow the prosecutor's recommendation and do the domestic violence deferral. But I don't want to hear any more bond violation stuff, or there could be a different consequence. All right, Mr. Baird. 3:23 at 10:30. Are you still at the
Reside in Vicksburg, Your Honor.
you got his address?
That's right.
I didn't give him a notice. I'll rely on you to give him one.
We'll do that.
All right, you're good to go. Thank you.